Increasing the value of your mobile home park on a budget and timeline with a goal to sell. Most mobile home park owners think they need a huge capital injection into their property to increase the value of the community. That's just not the case. You can boost your mobile home park's valuation quickly with target improvements that buyers immediately care about. And you can do this on a budget and even on a tight timeline. So let me show you how to make your mobile home park worth more without overspending. So by the end of this video, you'll know what the key upgrades are that move the needle on your mobile home park's value fast. You'll learn what buyers actually pay for, and you'll learn what they ignore. And you'll leave with a clear plan to position your property for the strongest sale possible. So when you're preparing to sell your mobile home park, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is stability. Buyers pay for clean financials, dependable tenants, and predictable operations. If you can show consistent income and minimal headaches in management, you're going to get the strongest offers from buyers every time. So owners usually take two paths. They either avoid improvements completely because they assume everything is too expensive, or they sink money into cosmetic upgrades that don't actually affect the net operating income at all. And remember, net operating income is the key metric that people value mobile home parks on. Buyers buy for cash flow, period. Neither path raises the sale price of the asset. Smart improvements do. So here are the issues that drag down the value of your park. Number one, under market rents. Number two, weak collections from tenants. Number three, deferred maintenance that scares buyers. 4, poor roads and drainage. 5, unclear rules and lack of enforcement. And 6 is lack of signage and visibility. If there's inconsistent and outdated management, that creates friction, it scares buyers, and that friction is going to lower the price. Here's the smart owner approach. If you own a mobile home park today and you want to sell it, here's exactly what I would focus on. And I own 20 plus mobile home parks, so this is what I do when I sell. First, you want to raise rents gradually toward the market rent. The higher you can get the rent, the higher the price of the property will be. You want to make small, steady adjustments and increase your income without shocking the residents. If you can do $15, $20, $30 each year, that'll get you ultimately to market rent within the next 3 or 4 years. If you're looking to do it in a tighter timeline, then you might have to do more aggressive rent, but in return, you're going to want to make improvements to the asset, justifying that rent increase. When we make improvements, you want to make sure that you make the community better for people to live in. We'll get into that on the maintenance improvements. Ultimately, the buyers are going to care about what those rents are, so you want to continue to show, number 2, strong collections and a tight rent roll. That means that the rent roll shows every single lot in the community, how much people are paying, and if there's any delinquency. Also, it's going to show the total income that the property generates, as well as any delinquent income when tenants aren't paying. Clearly, the less delinquency you have, the more confident the buyer is that it's a stronger stream of cash flow and will pay a higher price. So next is the maintenance items. You want to do the fundamentals. Road patching. If you can do a seal coat, that'd be great. Make it look good, the roads and the driveways. Make sure drainage is straightened out so there's no major puddles or water flowing through the middle of the community where it's going to be a nuisance with ice or with flooding. Eliminating any water leaks in the water lines in the property. That can be a costly expense on the asset if water continues to leak and the community is paying for water. Electrical issues, older electrical pedestals that aren't in compliance are going to be a buyer issue. Trash cleanup. If there is debris all over the community, old mattresses, old bikes, toys, things that are dilapidated, cars. You don't want any of that. That's going to perceivably lower the value of the community. It's a very inexpensive cleanup that if the manager and maintenance man enforce the rules, it's going to give the perception that the community is nicer and it feels nicer. Everyone wants to live there, but when it's chaos and when there's trash everywhere, inherently a buyer's going to expect to get a discount. Next, you're going to want to improve the signage and visibility. This is very simple. A clean, professional sign out front elevates the perception of the value of the property. And residents understand who they need to talk to if they want to rent or buy a mobile home there. Perception is reality. Residents feel safer. If you have a nice sign that's well lit, there's a planter bed and flowers beneath it, it looks like a great place to live and people feel that and they want to live there. I'm so surprised when owners don't invest in this, when there's an old plywood sign with painted letters and it's an unprofessional look, or there's no consistent phone number or any phone number where a resident can call and actually get a hold of somebody if there's a problem or they have someone that wants to rent in the community. The next activity is strengthening your management systems. Clear rules, consistent enforcement, documenting processes. This isn't the fun part of the business, but buyers want the order. They don't want chaos. They want confidence. You don't need all new homes in the mobile home park, and you don't need a full infrastructure replacement in the community. You just need clean operations and a predictable income stream, and that comes with management. So when I bought properties over the years, I've had some parks where there's on-site managers and some without. I highly suggest having someone on site. That's what I would recommend. When a buyer's buying, they want someone there that's helping collect rents, giving out notices, holding the community accountable to following the rules. It makes a night and day difference when you have a manager in place, and a buyer is going to want that so that they feel confident they can manage the community. Also, a maintenance man. If there's an on-site maintenance man that can handle some of the small repairs and improvements or do the inspections for any contractors that come in and do work, that gives a buyer more confidence. So having those two key players in place is going to help you drive your sale to the maximum price. So I've bought parks in the past where the owner thought everything needed to be rebuilt. They wanted to wait to do all of the paving, all of the utility infrastructure improvements, fill up all the lots. But yet, once I showed them to just tighten up the rent roll, clean up the grounds, fix the drainage issues, the value dramatically jumped up. And I'm able to pay a much higher price rather than putting in $1 million of capital improvements that ultimately would not help him meet his bottom line on the sale. And that took a while for him to understand. So these value creation activities don't come from big spending. They come from smart, measured steps that buyers are going to look at because they want to see the net operating income. They want to see that the improvements were made enough that there's not going to be major maintenance, but you don't need to do a complete overhaul on the property. So if your plan's to sell, every improvement should do one of three things. It should first increase income. It should decrease the risk. And third, increase buyer confidence. That's it. Those are the three levers we're going to play with in order to maximize sales price. And you can do that on a tight budget. Those levers you can move immediately. You don't need a massive transformation to raise the park's value. You just need strong rents, tight operations, ideally good occupancy, and you need a community that looks clean, safe, stable, and affordable for the residents that live in the community. This is what buyers pay for. This is where your value is hiding, and you can unlock it faster than you think. So if you're interested in selling your mobile home park, or you just want to know what it's worth right now, reach out to the head of our mobile home park acquisitions here at Patriot. We'll review the numbers. We'll walk your community. We'll look at every issue, and then we'll also give you a free letter of intent so you know exactly what the value of your property is. And this is with zero sales pressure. I want to tell you, with the 20 years of experience in the industry, what I would do to maximize the value so you can get what you're looking for out of the asset. Plus, I'm happy to share any tips or tricks on reducing costs by putting in water meters or fixing up water lines. Also, improving occupancy, where we work with some manufactured housing factories where you can put in brand new homes if you'd like. Or you can just get your books right and we'll look over them and make sure that you can improve your collections if you need to implement an accounting process or system. Those are just a few things. Plus, we can look at the capital improvements of fixing roads, drainage, or just general aesthetic improvement on the asset so that ultimately you get the price you're looking for. I look forward to meeting you. Thanks for watching. Jeremiah Boucher.